All right, folks, I am so excited for this particular edition of the Toy Unboxings of J&J Toy Giants because you know me, I am a big, huge Toy Biz fan, whether it be DC or the Marvel. So I actually got this off of Whatnot. And so my boy Mecca Market, be sure to go on to Whatnot and search Mecca Market. I will leave a link to his Whatnot page or his Whatnot store on the link of the description of this video. But I got Long Shot, which was one of my favorite characters back in the day from the X-Men line from the Toy Biz. You can see some of the other figures in the back. We'll actually go over into detail with them as well. But yeah, also we're going to be unboxing another Toy Biz figure, which is going to be, yes, the special edition Captain America and Bucky made by Toy Biz. I actually also got this off of Mecca Market on Whatnot. Whatnot has been a place that I always love to go to get some really cool toys, specifically for the prices that you may be able to get them. Limited 1 of 200 special edition. Exclusive magnetic address book included in the back. So you get Captain America and Bucky. So if you guys remember them, they are pretty much the Batman and Robin, the Marvel comics lore. But we're going to do like we always do. Can't wait to unbox these, and we're going to let them breathe. All right, so we're going to be starting off this toy unboxing for Marvel with none other than Long Shot. And got this bad boy. As you already know, if you've seen a lot of my videos before, you know that I am a nostalgia at heart. And when I saw the Toy Biz Marvel figure, this one, I jumped at the chance of getting it because I just love the Toy Biz. I think it started initially when I got the Cable and the Sabretooth figure, and then it just kind of like you know, opened the door of my ultimate nostalgia favoritism of this line, because Toy Biz was one of my favorite toy lines ever when I was a kid. And I take that back. I think it started when we really started the actual channel itself, and the first toy hunt that we did. If you go all the way back, if you actually go onto our playlist and check out the first toy hunt that we ever did, and it was back in 2019. We had just started the channel. We did the first toy unboxing, which was the Toy Story for Barbie, and Jaden unboxed that. And the next day, it just so happens that there was a swap meet. What's another word they use it for? What's a swap meet? Not a garage sale, but like flea market. That was flea market. That was the word I was looking for. So it was a flea market the very next day, and I got this bad boy over here, which was the Toy Biz Punisher. And I had this figure as a youth, a child. It was probably around the age of when Jaden was when we first started the channel. So that basically was the very first Toy Biz figure that I got when I started collecting again. And then it started again when I found the Cable and the Sabretooth for pretty good condition from what it was when I got them. And then I got the Human Torch, the Mr. Fantastic, so on and so forth. So basically what I'm getting at is I will forever be looking for any type of Toy Biz figures. I even got the Rogue and Storm. You guys can take a look at the playlist of the channel, and you'll see a lot of the Toy Biz stuff that I've unboxed and reviewed on the Who's Lucy, which I actually going to be recording another Who's Lucy soon. We haven't had a Who's Lucy in a very, very long time, so keep a watch out for that. So Long Shot is a part of X-Force.
No! No, the other thing.
Is a part of X-Force.
Wrong!
My apologies, X-Men. He was part of the X-Men, and actually had his own line of comic books after that. So, as you can tell, again, I've said this with many of the other figures back in the day when the toy lines were making action figures for us kids when I was a kid. They didn't really take that much paid attention to the actual likeness of the character. So, the sculpt of the head is pretty cool, but the paint application is a little bit less to be desired. But the way he looks, as far as like his body, that's usually what they try to make sure that they did a good job on, is the definition of his muscles and everything like that. So the way he looks, his costume, the paint application of his suit does look good. He does have those pin joints on the elbows. They used to have metal pins back in the day. He does have articulation where you go up and down. You can move his elbow. Does not have any articulations on the wrists, but he does have an O grip, because it's not a C grip. There's no open space. That's the difference between an O grip and a C grip. And he comes with two different knives, and just like with every Toy Biz, they do have an action where you can just, like in this case, right before I started filming, I was flicking his hands so much, and he had the knife in there, and he flicked it, and it went right behind him, and it hit my real Ghostbusters animated figure right in the face, and he fell over, and it just toppled all of my Ghostbuster figures. It was kind of cool and funny at the same time. So I was like, after I cleaned that up, I was like, okay, I better start filming this guy before I break everything and it becomes more of a mess than anything else. But he does have articulations in his waist where his legs are, go up and down. Articulation at the knees, again, the pin joints on the knees with using metal pins back in the day. So I like this particular figure a lot because it's so simple and brings back a lot of memories. I never actually had this particular figure as a kid. One of my friends did, and a lot of times, I don't know if anybody's ever done this before. Just comment in the comment section if you guys ever done this, where like you guys would swap, like you would trade figures, like, hey, I'll trade you my long shot for your Cyclops, or so on and so forth. And then which then starts another argument or conversation with your parents. Is like, hey, whatever happened to that other figure that I bought you? Oh, I traded it with my friend. You're like, you what? I spent for that figure. Why would you give it away? I was like, no, we didn't give it away. We traded. Like, I got this for that. Parents just didn't understand back in the day, and they probably won't. But I don't have to worry about that because I don't think my son trades any of his figures with his friends. I know he trades cards. He's got a lot of Pokemon cards that he trades, but I digress. So I just like the way that he has his, ready for action. His hands, other hand, which we need to talk about this because I looked at the package and I'm like, and I took it out of the packaging and I'm like, what in the heck is this? I was like, I'm not a mathematician, but I think he's missing a finger. I was like, did he? And I don't remember him actually even losing a finger in the comics. If you guys know this particular superhero a lot, let me know in the comments. Did he ever lose a finger? I don't think so. But that was actually pretty weird that he only has 4 fingers in his left hand rather than the regular 5 like we all have. But yeah, I do love this figure. It's going into my collection. I'm not sure if he's a fronter. And for those who don't know what that is, a fronter and a backer, meaning that where are they going to be able to be displayed? Are they going to be a fronter in the front, or are they going to be the backer in the back? So that's what it is. Very, very simple. I actually learned that term from the Major Wrestling Figure podcast because they use that term a lot. Fronter, backer, or mid. If they're a midder, I don't even know if that's a word, but yeah. So let's go to the next figure. All right, so we're going to review one of my recent purchases from Mecca Market. Be sure to go over to Whatnot and check out Mecca Market. I'll leave his Mecca Market tag so you can check out one of his lives because he's got some cool stuff, dude. I'm telling you, he's my dude. And I was able to do a trade ski. He was able to give me some trade-in value for these. So this is one of the ones that I saw, and this was made by Toy Biz. As you can see on the actual box, it says limited one of 20,000 pieces made. So I actually kept the box. I didn't really mess up the box too much. And I'm going to keep it just for sentimental value, I guess. But, I mean, it has an exclusive magnet address book included, which I thought was hilarious. It actually, this is what it looks like right here. An address book. What kid keeps an address book? You know what I mean? Like, Toy Biz was kind of like, I just would love to see what was the thought process going into that. Saying, hey, let's give kids an address book. I mean, now you don't really have to worry about that because, you know, your phone basically keeps all your addresses in there and your contacts. So, but that's, yes, kids back in the day, people didn't have cell phones, so they used to have an address book to keep your name, number, address, all of that. Maybe email, depending on how far into the 90s when email started to be a thing, that they would keep all that stuff in here. So if you open it up, you can see the address stuff. You can put everything in there. Identification. The only thing is that with the address books, when people change their number or their email or their address, you know, you have to scratch it out, or hopefully a lot of people used to do it in pencil so they could erase it and then, you know, basically update the information. But now, you know, they basically just keep it in their phone. But so this is Toy Biz, made by Toy Biz. I never knew that this actually existed. This is Captain America and Bucky, and this is the old school Bucky. This is what Bucky used to look like in the comics before he became the Winter Soldier and what we would know him today. But you know, I'm on this deep dive of Toy Biz figures. You guys have seen me unbox these a lot, and when I saw that Mecca Market had this, I was like, yep, give me that. I'll take that 2-pack. And this actually came out in 1998. So at that point in time, I was already in high school. So I was a sophomore in high school. I was living in California and was not playing with figures at that time for show. I mean, I was gaming, you know, I had some video game consoles, a lot of VHSs. I had a lot of movies. DVDs weren't a thing yet until like 2000. But he does have, one of the things I was kind of disappointed in, first and foremost, he does come with an O-grip hand, but he doesn't come with any weapons or anything like that, nor does he need weapons. You know, he's got his shield. The shield's basically what he needs. So at that point in time, I was like, okay, well, I was trying to put the shield on, and as you can see, inside the shield, there's like a little square peg where that little C clip goes on his arm, and the thing broke. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. How did I break this already? And I thought, oh, well, maybe this actually comes off just in case you want to, like, you know, throw the shield and then it comes back and then you just clip it back in there. But no, I actually looked at, there was part of the plastic that you can tell that, you know, broke off, which was to be expected. I wasn't that upset about it because of the fact that it's so old. You know, it's like, let's see, over 20 years old. So naturally, it's, you know, the plastic like that, especially what type of plastic they were using back then, it's probably not going to hold up. And that's probably one of the things these mock collectors are like, oh my God, you've ruined history. But it's okay. I'm not mad. You know, I can always probably find another one like this, hopefully. But I mean, it's cool. Like, it's not going to fall off. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if I hit it against something, it may fall off. But the articulation is good. You can see on the pins here. This was actually plastic. It's not metal. But you can see he does have articulations in the arms. You can move his arms up and down. His head, you can move it slightly. This thing is a little tight. And you can see there we go. See folks, see what I was talking about? Something just kept falling off every time I touched it. So I'm going to have to be real careful with it when I display it. But he does have articulations in the knees with pins. No pinless joints. They didn't have that back then. Not exactly a adjustable or posable type of figure, because the legs, you can see at the waist, they just go front and back. It does have articulation in the knees though, which is cool. And Same thing with Bucky. So Bucky has well, actually, his arm's a little bit more adjustable. Could go up this way. You can't do that with Cap, but he doesn't have that much adjustable. So they kind of compromise. They don't have any articulation in the elbow, but they do have it in the arm or the shoulders. But you can move his. Does look like you can move his wrists. It looks like almost. Nope, you can't move it, and I don't want to break it. So, but you can see here, it does kind of look like you can move it, but not. But I don't want to break this that I already have with Cap. So but he does have articulation in the knees. There. He doesn't come with any kind of C grip hands or O grip hands. That was kind of a head scratcher with Cap because of the fact that he has an O grip hand. Where anytime you see that type of a hand, even with Bucky, the Bucky it says O, but it's filled inside with the plastic mold. But he has no weapons, so what are you going to put in there? Which is, that's kind of like, well, you can kind of think about that all you want, all day, every day. But I guess it's just there just in case you wanted to put something in his hand. But what would you put in his hand for him to use other than he wasn't using guns in the comics, not that I know of, back in the day when in the 20s when the World War II was going on. But I actually, it's a pretty good